Jackie would be proud.
Jackie?
Yeah, Jackie Robinson.
Oh yeah, because his number was this episode's episode
That's right.
42 with Christian and Drew.
Oh,
And the first reaction. I can't make that. I
No.
can't make that ring.
No.
What's up, guys? It's the usual suspects, Christian Andrew, sitting here in a car on the way to go see a movie. Episode 42. Meg? That's what this is called, right?
The Meg.
The Meg.
Specific one.
Like, is it like the Mega or like the Meg? Or do we not know?
Well, I know what it stands for. But
What does it stand for?
Megalodon.
Oh, the Megalodon.
But it's just called the Meg because they were smart.
It sounds like the Megadong.
The Megadong?
Yeah, which sounds explicit.
Sure. Sure. I don't think that's what they were going
I
for.
don't think so either. But anyway. Yeah, I don't know. I'm kind of looking forward to seeing Dwight Schrute.
That's right.
That's really why I'm open to seeing this movie.
Oh, that's it?
That's the only reason.
Gosh, you don't care about Jason Statham?
Who?
Oh, man.
Yeah, I know.
Ouch.
I'm cold, right?
I feel like you're being kind of serious, though,
I'm
too.
totally being serious. I don't know who that is.
He's the bald guy.
Who?
Ever seen Transporter? No, you haven't.
No.
What about Fast and Furious 7 or 8?
No.
Okay.
I have no point of reference. Sounds like he's in a lot of bad movies, though.
Well, I'm trying to give you.
Am I kind of right? Is the Transporter anything like the Commuter?
Not
Is
exactly.
it kind of similar?
No.
It has some similarities.
He's driving a lot more, and he's the one in control in that movie.
Ah, I see.
You know, failing to think of Jason Statham movies that I would think you have seen. How about Expendables? Have you seen any of those movies?
Nope.
You know, I'm gonna stop because I just don't, I just don't think there's anything you would have seen him in then.
Yeah, sounds like a garbage actor to me.
Oh, one more. I'm gonna give you one more try. How about Italian Job?
I did see that.
Okay, that's him. He's the
In
driver
the Mini
guy.
Coopers?
Yes. He's the driver guy. He's like, his character is like Handsome Rob or something like that.
I haven't seen it since I was probably 12.
Okay.
So
Well,
it's been a minute.
You've definitely seen him in a movie, though.
Okay, so we know that.
So
We'll see if I recognize him. Probably won't. Dwight Schrute was the reason.
That's the reason? Dude, he's going to be in the movie for
Yeah, it's like
15
Dwight
minutes.
Schrute at sea. Like, that's what the movie is for me.
He's
This
not...
this is really about The Office. That's what this comes down. This movie is all about The Office for me.
He's not going to be in that movie very much.
How do you know?
He's not the main
Did you
character.
read up on it, bro?
No,
Okay.
but he's not the main character. So
Sounds like excuses.
Let's do. How many minutes do you think he's going to be in this movie?
How many minutes?
Yeah.
At least 10.
That's not a lot for a 2-hour movie.
So?
So he's not going to be in the movie that much.
Look, it's a Dwight Schrute vacation. I don't care.
Okay.
And there's going to be sharks. And it's going to be a ripoff of Jaws, I'm sure.
I mean, sure.
Oh, we found a shark. Oh no, there's a bigger shark. Oh no, there's a whole bunch of big creatures that we've unlocked.
It's like if Jaws was on steroids.
It's just, yeah, essentially. It's like Jaws, and then I imagine like it's going to be cheesy like Sharknado. Or are they going to try and go real serious with it? What do you think?
No, I look kind of goofy.
It looks goofy, right?
I think they're doing the goofy route.
They're doing the goofy route. They're
Which
going to
is
be goofy goobers.
Which is probably the right way to go.
Yeah, because you can't make a serious movie and be like, reminds me of Jaws.
No.
Like, that's what's going to happen if you try and go serious with it. You can't go serious with the shark movie anymore.
No, not unless you just want to completely rip off Jaws.
Yeah.
That's about it.
And it was done so well, it's like, why even bother trying? Like, why even try to make a good, like, scary shark movie?
I mean,
that's
there are
serious?
there are movies that have happened that are like shark attack movies or like deep.
What, Soul Surfer?
No, there's the one with Blake Lively, like The Shallows, that came out a couple years ago. That wasn't terrible. I think.
Oh, wait, is that from the first person point of view?
I don't know. She's stuck on a rock.
Yes. I wanted to see that, actually.
Okay, well, that happened.
Did it do well?
I think it got good reviews.
Oh, okay.
Generally.
I'll have to go see it.
I don't know about financially, but I get what you're saying with making a movie like Jaws that's serious.
Yeah. I don't know. I just don't.
You don't see them going for that, right?
I just don't see. Yeah, I feel like, I don't know why, but everything's kind of a joke right now. It's like everything's funny, or we got freaking emojis on Jacoby and Myers injury lawyers. I mean, like,
You're
everything's
welcome.
kind of like just like a joke. It seems like.
What's the last serious movie we've seen that's like takes itself very seriously?
I
I mean, 8th Grade I wouldn't say is a serious movie.
No.
It's not like a comedy, but it doesn't...
It's comedic.
I wouldn't say it's a comedy, but it has funny scenes in it.
Gucci, when she sees the guy in his eyes.
Yeah, no, there's like... No, I didn't say there's not funny elements.
Yeah, but you're right, it's not a comedy.
What's
like a serious movie that we saw? Phantom Thread.
That was forever ago. That was a lifetime ago.
That's what I'm saying. That's how long it's been. Oh, I remember. Red Sparrow, that wasn't funny.
Quiet Place wasn't funny.
Quiet Place was just weird, dude. That was just a ripoff of, what do you call it? Like every other TV show and movie that's out right now with aliens. Like I was over that. But it was nice to see Jim.
That's really
nice to see what Jim's up to.
So
Dwight's hanging out with sharks. Jim's hanging out with aliens.
Yeah. They both have beards now.
You wanna know what's super funny?
Okay, yeah.
Like, I've been watching so much of The Office again that I like find myself wondering, as if they're my friends, like what Dwight and Jim are up to. Yeah, like how they doing?
How's Dwight on his farm?
Yeah, how's he doing out there?
How's Jim with his kids?
I literally think about it, like, what a freak.
That's interesting.
Like, you know what I mean? Isn't that so weird?
It's a little weird, I'll be honest.
But I've been watching like years of them. You know, so I guess it kind of makes sense, but it's all over. Do you think they'll do a reunion of that show?
They asked John Krasinski about that. I think he wants to do one, but we'll see. They're dredging up everything at this point. Every TV show that anyone can remake or reboot is happening. So don't be surprised if that's a thing that possibly happens in some form or
When
another.
did it end? I can't remember what year. Do you remember?
Like 2012 or something.
Really?
2013, somewhere.
Yeah, so it's been a bit.
A little while.
Because I didn't watch it when it was a thing.
No, I started like maybe halfway through it.
I hear Superstore is pretty good, which is like his latest thing. He does Superstore.
Who?
Whoever like the creators were of The Office.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
To be honest.
But I haven't heard anyone talk about Superstore as like, oh yeah, this is funny.
No. This became a TV podcast, by the way. Now.
I'm sorry, what?
It's about TV shows now. Our podcast.
Yeah, pretty much. Because what else are we gonna talk about with Meg? You got anything to say about Megalodon?
I have a question for you.
Megadong.
Who do you think that this movie was made for? I was trying to figure out who's the audience.
I think everyone's the audience.
That's gonna react to this movie.
But it's not like a family movie.
Not really.
I think young adults.
But do they care?
No.
So that's my question. Who is this movie for?
I don't know.
It's not like, I don't think it's dumb enough, even though it is dumb, to be like one of those Fast and Furious movies. Or, I don't know. It just seems like it's trying to be silly.
You know what I heard people wanting to see? Christopher Robin. I'm like, are you freaking serious? Like, we can't be friends now.
I felt the nostalgia a little bit in my
Are you kidding?
I'm not cold.
I literally was joking with someone about it. I'm like, really? You want to go see Christopher Robin, the Coraline edition, where they all have these weird looking freaking animal faces?
They're horrifying. Yeah.
Yeah, they look terrifying.
They're horrifying. But just the idea.
That's why they're covered up. Like, and you know, on the billboards, it's always Winnie the Pooh has his face covered up.
It's a silhouette, right?
Yeah, his face is covered up by a hat, by Christopher Robin's hat.
And
why do you think that is? Because he's creepy looking.
I understand. I don't want to support any Disney. Let's make this thing a live action thing now. Because it's so lazy to me. They don't have to put any thought into what they're going to make. They're just like, oh, that thing? We could do that again. Just change it a little bit. Okay, cool. We did it. The computer made all the animals for Jungle Book. And we made lots of money.
We're talking about The Rock. Speaking of jungles, because he's been in the jungle a lot lately, I feel like.
He's always in the jungle. He's got the greatest life ever with his adventures.
Yeah. It's not even about the movies anymore. It's just like the reality show of The Rock.
That's right.
That's all that it is.
Speaking of him, watch Ballers this
Watch
Sunday.
Ballers Sunday night. Oh, wait, you guys are listening to this on Monday, so I hope you watch
Catch
Ballers.
it on HBO Go.
Yeah, catch it on HBO Go, guys. We're sponsored by them now.
That's right.
We have so many listeners.
Hey.
There
are people that listen, and I appreciate them.
And I do, too. And we do. Just tell your friends. Like, God, please. Anyway, yeah. I don't know. Is there anything else to say about this movie? Like, I'm actually excited to see it. Like, I think I'll enjoy it.
I was thinking that I haven't forced myself to see a movie in a while that I really, 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 really don't want to see. And
is that what this is?
And now I'm doing it again.
Oh, gosh. Come on. Now people are going to turn it off. They'll be like, oh, we're not going to listen to the rest of this podcast because Andrew's being too negative.
Because I'm always the optimist.
You're always the optimist. Yeah, seriously, man. I can't pull all the weight here, okay?
for optimism, you can. Yeah, what was that?
You're
I was excited for 8th grade. That was my pick.
Yeah, I know.
See?
What
There's
a
like
terrible pick.
there's a condescension in your voice.
Yeah. I'm just pissed that I had to give that a 10. But I did. It earned it.
I mean,
what am I going to do?
At least...
I was just like, yeah. I don't know.
Dang it, the stupid indie little thing is actually good.
I know. Like, I hate indie movies, though. I hate them. I just want big blockbusters all the time.
Why can't the Meg be perfect?
Why can't it be? Maybe it will be perfect, man. We don't know.
Gosh.
We'll give it a rating.
You know, I will say this right now. Live, well, not live, but it's live for us right now on this podcast, that if the Meg is great...
What are you going to do for me if the Meg is great?
I'll shave my head.
You're going to shave your head?
Sure, if I think it's a great movie. I'm talking about great, like one of the best movies I've seen this year.
No,
Yeah,
no.
yeah.
If it's great within its genre.
That's what great means to me. One of the best movies I've seen this year.
No, you can't just say, oh, yeah, and a 5 is a passing grade to you.
I didn't
This
say
is
I didn't
bullshit,
say a
man.
5. I said it's a great movie.
Oh, no, a 5. Like, a 5 is like, that's a good movie. That's like average. It's like, no, that's 50%, dude. In everyone else's world, it's 50%. So let's have some realistic standards here. So if it makes sense, if it's better than Sharknado.
If it's a realistic standard, I'm not gonna shave my head for that.
No, I want you to.
It has to blow
I just
me
want to
away.
see you shave your head.
Or
maybe you'll do what Steve did and just like shave
Out
like
of
a
a
hand.
handprint?
Yeah, that would be great. That was disgusting.
I
Poor
mean,
guy. And he let it grow out too. Like
he had to.
nasty.
I think he had to.
Nasty. He could just buy some clippers. Come on.
Well, I think it was a hazing thing. Remember?
I know. That doesn't mean I don't participate in those.
Well, you're not
I don't believe in them, but I'm also not a firefighter.
You're not a firefighter, you know.
Yeah, I'm doing like way more important things, you know. Steve's out there fighting fires, saving the
rainforest.
The rainforest
Not the rainforest.
that Dwayne Johnson likes to work in. And here I am just chilling.
Making podcasts.
Making podcasts. Yeah. Good times.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I mean, it's whatever. I think I do think I'm going to enjoy this movie though, because it's so ridiculous. Like that would never exist. Like this, a giant shark. It's like, hey, I have an idea for a movie. Let's have a shark, but make it bigger. Like it doesn't make any sense. Yeah, honk at him. I dare you, Andrew.
I was so close.
Yeah.
Listen, I gotta get me that burger. All right.
Yeah, dude, you're hungry.
They're gonna close in 10 minutes if we don't get there.
Oh shoot, you better get there.
I'm going.
You better get there, bro.
Pedal to the metal, you know. You gotta get me that veggie burger.
You're gonna get a veggie burger?
Yeah, I haven't had one from there.
Oh my gosh, that's hilarious.
But I know you've had
a
it.
Veggie burger. Have I had it from there? I don't remember.
I think so. We went with Steve once.
Oh yeah, I guess I did.
Yeah, you remember all of that?
Sort of.
Oh no, don't do that. So actually, one thing before we close.
Yeah.
I will be very happy if this movie ends up being as entertaining as Death. What was it called? Death
Wish?
Death Wish, yeah.
Baby.
If it's that entertaining, I will be very happy.
So
actually.
quotable, bro. So quotable.
You know, and you
Right.
called the ending, so you can feel proud of yourself forever for that.
So I think you should run into this hook burger real quick, and then, well, I guess, yeah, you kind of need to run in, don't you?
It's fine.
Yeah. Anyways, guys, episode 42, the first reaction, Meg. We will catch you after.
You're waiting for me to park.
Yeah, just wanted you to be safe, man.
Okay.
This show. Later. Share mics, dude. You can't just steal my mic like that.
We did that one podcast with Steve.
What's up, guys? We're back. We just saw Meg.
The Meg.
The Meg. Well, I think, you know, when you were asking about, like, who is this movie for, I think it's really fucking clear now.
I feel embarrassed that I didn't realize, but I leaned over to you about 5 seconds into the movie, and I realized, oh, that's right. Chinese people still see lots of movies.
Yeah.
And that is very specifically who this movie was for. The whole movie happens, basically, in China. So, that's who's going to see this movie.
Yeah, pretty much. It sucked ass. I hated it. It was terrible. Dwight was terrible in it. Almost everyone was terrible in it. Ruby Rose wasn't awful, but, like, I'm kind of pissed that she's, like, in such a shit movie. It's like, I kind of lost some respect for her as.
Here's the thing.
Like, have some, like.
Let me defend her in this. In this, she's not that big. So I don't think she's anybody to be turning down roles of any kind of significant money right now. She's still working her way up, so I'm not going to give her much of a hard time for being a secondary character in this movie.
Well. The movie sucked. Don't watch it.
Oh, I agree with that.
I just kept waiting for it to end. Like the last hour, I was just waiting for the fucking thing to end. I didn't care about any of the characters. I actually enjoyed watching them die.
Ouch.
Yeah, no, I did. I don't feel like there was enough blood.
Not until some.
There was like no one died. Like when people died, there wasn't enough blood.
Well, no, it was just like either like an explosion or just like a big splash of water.
Yeah, it was disgusting.
Because the problem is the shark is so big it swallows people whole. So there's no like biting into the people. They just get swallowed whole basically.
So they're just hanging out in the stomach, you think?
Essentially, I mean, some people kind of like get chewed up a little bit, but you don't see. It's not Jaws. You can't see it because the shark is so freaking big that it just swallows everything.
Yeah, no, it was a terrible movie. Don't see it.
Is there anything you liked about it?
No. The graphics were terrible.
They were so bad.
Like they were awful. Like not clear. Like they weren't. It wasn't a sharp movie.
It looked cheap too.
It looked super cheap.
There were times when it's just the lighting was so off to where they were.
Yeah. Let's see how much they spent making this piece of turd.
My guess is probably somewhere in like the 100 million. I'm guessing.
Yeah, for all the actors and stuff.
It's the production design at times. Again, it just looked like it was almost like a TV movie. Some of the ways it was shot, I was surprised that this is actually what was going on screen, and the movie looked that low budget. When I'm sure you're gonna pull up some crazy number.
150 million.
How did you spend $150 million on this movie?
Yeah, it's only let's see, to say the net budget was 130 million. They're expecting to make this is the Hollywood Reporter, by the way. Okay. I don't know if that's reputable or not, but let's see. Yet it is only tracking to open in the 20 to 22 million range domestically.
Oh, but it's going to kill it overseas.
You think so?
By the way, we got like 6 cops at that gas station right now. Should we go roll up and say hi to them?
Hey guys, what's going on?
You want to be on our podcast?
Oh, there's a robbery happening right now. I see.
At the AM PM? Oh no.
Yeah, no, like what a random.
There's legitimate.
Are they all hanging out? Like what is it?
Nah, something's going down. Something's going down.
You think so?
They're just checking it out.
I guess there's like 6 to 8 cops there.
And they're like in the middle of the parking lot. It's not like they parked somewhere. They're very much in people's way, so.
Yeah, I guess you're right.
They're doing their thing.
They're
not saving people from sharks like Jason Statham, but
they're saving them from people robbing AM PMs because
that's actual work.
That's where you make money, is robbing AM PMs.
So you recognize
you're better off like scamming people and pretending you're Apple and sending it to a bunch of old people emails. You're better off doing that, but instead you rob an AM PM.
Some people are old school, man.
I guess.
They can't they just gotta stick to their ways.
Yeah.
So I'm proud of you for recognizing Jason Statham. Good job.
Yeah.
Once you saw his face, you knew who that was.
I did.
So, did you feel you hated this movie?
Yeah, obviously. I couldn't be any more over it.
So, but to go into specifics a little more, I wanted it almost to be stupider, and what I mean by that,
it was a serious movie. Pissed me off.
The beginning, like 45 minutes, I'm just like, where's the shark? When is it gonna happen? When am I finally?
It's building up, dude.
But
that was attempting to build tension.
But I knew where it was.
If they couldn't get the graphics right, they couldn't get the rest right.
The thing is, to build tension, you have to build characters.
They did. I just didn't give a shit about any of them.
They tried to. I don't think they did well.
Yeah, no, it was terrible.
So this whole like slow ass, we gotta rescue these people part at the beginning, that's good 45 to 50 minutes of the movie, is boring as hell to me. It at least gets stupid and I can laugh at it towards the end when the shark is running loose and he's swimming, trying to outswim a shark and stuff like that. At least I can laugh at it a little bit there and get some kind of form of entertainment, some kind of joy from that, as terrible as it is. But the beginning part is just so boring.
Yeah.
I wish I hoped going into it, I wish they had become more silly. And that's what I thought they were going for. but it takes itself a little too seriously.
Yep.
So I don't know. And then there's just so many bad lines of dialogue that just make you cringe.
I know, dude. I hated it.
I don't know who those, like, I'm assuming they're Chinese actors, like the main girl and like the grandpa or whatever.
Yeah.
I'm assuming that they're Chinese actors.
Yeah.
And my assumption is that they're probably pretty well known if they're in this movie, just so they can market this to the Chinese audience, being like, look at this, one of your favorite actors is in this movie.
Yeah.
But they were struggling through some of those lines of dialogue.
Yeah.
Like, I think there were parts when they were like, all right, they may not be able to get through this in English. Let's just let them run loose with Chinese a little bit more than we normally would.
Yeah, I think so too.
So, and the part with the trailer where all the people are swimming and it's all like a shark attack, it's barely any part of the movie.
Yeah, I mean, look, man, the movie sucked.
I get it. I just
like it's just like the whole thing sucked. Don't watch it. The end. I mean, what's your rating for this? Like, I'm real, like,
oh, man,
I'm so over.
You don't even want to talk about it.
I don't even want to talk about it, bro. Like, it was so bad. Like,
well, okay,
what is there to talk about?
What were you expecting though?
Something that was funny. I was expecting like Piranha or Sharknado or.
So silly and stupid, right?
Seeing this person get pulled over, here on the side of the road. Yeah. I mean, I just figured it would be funny, and like, I don't think Dwight did a good job playing a billionaire. That was rough.
That was weird.
That was real weird, and he just couldn't do it. It wasn't the right fit. I don't know.
He would have made,
like, you can't see that guy making $1 billion. It's like, you're too fucking dumb.
I feel like he would have made more sense as like the snarky like lab tech. Not the billionaire, snarky billionaire.
Yeah.
I agree. I agree with that. And
I mean, it pissed me off just on a lot of levels, right? Because like, it was the classic, like, oh, we're gonna talk about how, like, in Asia, there were just like a lot of race things, I felt like, too.
Yeah.
Like, let's just talk about race right now. Let's go there, okay?
Go ahead.
Like, I don't care about being fucking PC. Like, they did the whole, like, oh, Asians aren't close to their families and they never tell each other that they love one another. That was addressed.
Yes.
You had the token black person and him making comments about, I'm black and, like, don't pull a race thing because I can't swim. Like, you had that. You had, like, it was just so odd. You had the classic, like, American archetype, which is, you know, what's his face?
Jason Statham?
Yeah. Like, he's just like the classic, like, this is what Americans do. We're fucking crazy, and we save the world every time. AKA Bruce Willis.
You know he's not American, right?
I know he's not, but
okay.
but like,
I get what you're saying.
You know
I get
what I'm saying?
the character type, yeah.
Yeah. So I don't know, man. What is he? He's the Australian?
I'm pretty sure he's British.
Really?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Huh. All right. But yeah, I don't know. I just didn't buy it. What else did I not like about it? Yeah, Dwight wasn't. There's no way that he was too dumb to be a billionaire. Like, I mean, literally, like, you're throwing TNT, like, out the fucking helicopter window. That'll make sense if you actually watch this movie, but don't let that pique your curiosity.
Oh, I just thought of something. Can I chime in?
Sure.
So, for being such a big animal, everybody lost track of this shark really easily. All the time, people are like, where is it? I'm underwater. Where is the shark? I can't find it. Where is it? I can't see it swimming. And then it, like, appears out of nowhere, always. It's like every body of water they're in is, like, murky.
Well,
and
it didn't make any sense. Like, when they like unleashed the shark and, like, why that all happened, I'm like, really? This little cloud of hydrogen is the thing that's, like, stopping it from
coming up?
Are you fucking kidding me?
That
Why don't you
is
just create a nitrogen or a hydrogen or whatever it was, like, box to stick it in? Like, you know, you could just throw chemicals at it, I guess, if that's why it wasn't able to get into the water. Like, I don't care about spoilers right now.
That's fine.
I sort of do, but, like, not really. But, like, like, the plot didn't make sense. It all just didn't make sense. I thought it was poorly acted.
Poorly shot.
Poorly written. Poorly, like...
Production design was terrible.
Production design was god-awful. Like, even the way, like, when I saw, like, the name of the movie come up, and, like, how it just kind of, like, floated to the side, I was like,
graphic?
That was terrible. I was like, oh, my God, we're actually sitting through a bad movie. Like, there's no hope of this being at all kind of good.
It's funny how we can, not just us, but just in general, if you have like an eye or you've just seen enough stuff, you know when something bad's coming
Yeah.
pretty quickly.
Donna, 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 bad movie, Donna, Donna.
You see like
terrible.
a line of dialogue or a first shot or whatever, and then you just have that feeling in your stomach like, oh no, this is what this is, isn't it? I'm about to sit through 2 hours of this.
Yeah. Yeah, it was rough.
It's not good.
So, I mean, what did you think of it? Any other thoughts before we pretend that we never saw this?
I'm gonna describe this as maybe one of the most forgettable movies I've seen in quite a while.
Yeah, I won't remember this movie.
I'm like,
You'll say the Meg, and I'll think of like, oh, Meg, like the girl. Like, what movie had a Meg girl in it? And then you'll be like, no, the Megalodon. And I'll still be like, huh? You'll be like, the big shark one with Dwight in it. And I'll be like, oh, yeah, I remember. Dwight beat farm, made $1 billion.
That's right.
Now
and he wears Jordans.
And he wears Jordans and stupid-looking hats. And now, yeah.
Yeah, it feels like a dream. It really, right now, as we leave the theater, this feels like a dream where every passing minute I forget even more and more at like an exponential rate.
Yeah.
Where before you know it, I'm just not going to remember anything about this movie at all.
Right.
So don't go waste your money.
Yeah, fuck this movie, don't watch it. And it's a piece of shit.
Is this one of your least favorite movies of the year?
Yeah, probably.
You seem pretty passionate about your
Yeah, I mean, it's not a
disinterest.
1517 to Paris, and it's not a
No.
Peter Rabbit, but it still fucking sucks.
It's still pretty bad.
It's like a shit underwater.
Okay.
It's like eating a shit sandwich underwater. That's what it is.
It's all soggy.
Not in the rain, like your dad described.
That's right.
But yeah, what, like a shit sandwich in the rain? I'll never forget that. No, that's memorable. Yeah, good old Mike. Yeah, no, it was a terrible movie. I never want to see it again. I don't want anyone else to see it. Please, God, if you are gonna see it, don't spend like real money on it. Like,
Steal it.
Like, steal it. Yes, pirate this movie.
Or just watch Jaws on Netflix right now.
Yeah. Is it on Netflix?
I believe so.
Oh, yeah, that's much easier. Do that. Do that instead.
Just stay home. Watch a good movie.
And you can watch it for $10, too.
Jaws?
Yeah. There's a $15 for Netflix account. I can't remember.
I don't remember.
It's
honestly.
$10, right? So it's cheaper than actually going and seeing the Meg.
You can get a subscription to
this-
Netflix for a month for cheaper
Yes.
than the movie.
Exactly.
So do that instead. Although, who the hell are we talking about? Everyone has Netflix now. So just go on your couch and watch it.
Yeah. Because you deserve it. All right. Well, I think that's a conclusion to 42. I'm over talking about this movie. So, Christian Andrew, the first reaction, episode 42, The Meg. What a piece of shit. We're out.